Hi, boys and girls. So this video isn't directly connected to the math lesson, but it addresses the concept that we're learning. The video that I'm going to share with you now is about place value. So we started talking about this in class. Before I show you the video, I want to just quickly go over it. So we learned about place value in the beginning of the chapter. We did this on the board. We talked about how this is the ones place and this is the tens place. I'm going to put an O for 1 and a T for 10. So if you have a number, its spot where the digit is, remember we talked about a digit as a number, tells you its place value. So if you have the number 3, you know that means 3 ones. It's in the ones place. And we draw it with cubes. If you have the number, and this is empty, so that means there's no tens. But if you have the number 13, then there would be a number in the tens place. Do you know what number? That's right, a 1. Because 13 is one group of 10 and 3 ones. Remember, we draw a 10 stick like this. Now, let's say we don't have the number 13. Let's say we have the number 23. How many tens is that? You look at what digit is in the tens place. The 2. So that means we have 2 groups of 10. And our picture should look like this. Did our amount of ones change? No. So 23 is 2 groups of 10 and 3 left over. 3 ones. There's another way we can count that. We know that these sticks, if we're counting our picture, we know that the sticks mean how many? That's right, 10. So we can count by tens for the 10 sticks and then ones for the ones. So this would be 10, 20, 21, 22, 23. So it's 23 ones or 2 groups of 10 and 3 left over, which would be 3 ones. So we started learning about this in the beginning of the chapter, back when we were in our classroom at school. So I just wanted to go over that before I show you this video. This is a really fun video that the math program provides about place value. It does give the lyrics, so if you want to try to sing along, feel free to go ahead and do so. Okay. So here is the video. So I know this can be a little confusing, but the idea of this is to understand that a 10 stick is really 10 ones. So we talked about this in class. Let me go back to the drawing board for a minute. We talked about this in class. 10 ones is the same thing as one. Sorry, let's try that again. 10 ones is the same thing as 110. So this 10 stick is the same thing as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are both the same. I showed you in school with the cubes, our math cubes, that those 10 ones were glued together to make that 110 stick. So they're the same thing. They equal the same value, but it's different terminology, different words that you use, depending on which place value you're talking about. The place value. So if you're talking about the ones place, you'd refer to it in the ones kind of way. And if you're talking about the tens place, you'll talk about over here. So that's it for today. And we're going to keep building on this idea. So the more we practice, the more you'll get the hang of it. So if it's really hard in the beginning, don't worry. It does get easier. Feel free to send me any messages with any questions, and I'm here to help.